Welcome back to Inner Stoic Voice. I'm so glad you've joined us again. In today's video, we'll be diving into a powerful Stoic concept: how to find opportunities in the pain of loss or failure. We've all experienced the sting of rejection, the devastation of a broken relationship, or the disappointment of plans falling apart. It's painful, and it can feel like the end of the road. But what if I told you that Stoicism teaches us that every setback, every failure, and every loss carries within it an opportunity for growth? In this video, we'll explore how to embrace the philosophy that when one door closes, another opens, and how you can use Stoic principles to turn your pain into a pathway for transformation. Part 1. Embracing life's challenges as opportunities. For growth, let's begin by acknowledging that pain and setbacks are an unavoidable part of life. Whether it's losing a job, facing a breakup, or even experiencing the loss of a loved one, pain is something we all go through at some point. And while it's natural to want to avoid these uncomfortable feelings, Stoicism teaches us to view them differently. The Stoics believe that life's challenges are not roadblocks. They are opportunities for growth. They teach us to see adversity not as something to avoid, but as something to embrace. Take Seneca, one of the most famous Stoic philosophers, who said, "Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body." In other words, when we face hardships, they have the potential to strengthen us, sharpen our resilience, and build our character. It's all about perspective. Instead of seeing pain or failure as the end of the story, Stoicism teaches us to look for the lessons hidden within those experiences. This shift in mindset is powerful. When you can view your struggles as opportunities to improve yourself, you begin to move from a place of victimhood to one of empowerment. Part 2. The Stoic approach to pain: what's in your control. Of the central ideas in Stoicism is the distinction between what we can control and what we cannot. This is where many of us get stuck when faced with pain or loss. We try to control the uncontrollable. Imagine you've just lost your job. Naturally, you might feel angry, betrayed, or uncertain about your future. But the Stoics would ask, what can you control in this situation? You can't control the circumstances that led to the job loss, but you can control how you respond to it. Do you let this setback define you? Or do you look at it as an opportunity to reassess your goals? Maybe even redirect your career path towards something you're more passionate about. This perspective doesn't mean you ignore the pain or brush it off. Rather, it's about choosing your reaction. You might feel sadness or frustration, and that's okay. But you don't have to let those emotions control your actions. Instead of focusing on what's lost, the Stoic response would be to focus on what you can create next. In the words of Marcus Aurelius, another Stoic philosopher, the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. In other words, the challenges that stand in our path are the very things that can propel us forward if we allow them to. Part 3. Using pain as a catalyst for change. Now let's get to the heart of Stoic philosophy on growth. Stoicism teaches that we should not simply endure pain, but use it as a catalyst for change. Pain forces us to question our assumptions, reassess our priorities, and look at life with fresh eyes. Think about the story of Thomas Edison. He famously failed thousands of times before inventing the light bulb. But rather than seeing each failure as a personal defeat, Edison saw them as lessons. Every failure was a step closer to his success. This is the Stoic way to take the challenges in life, no matter how painful, and use them as stepping stones towards something greater. So when one door closes, whether it's a career opportunity, a relationship, or a personal goal, take a step back and ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can this experience make me stronger? For example, when a relationship ends, it's painful, yes. But in that pain, there is an opportunity to reflect on what you want in your future relationships, what boundaries you need to set, or even how you want to evolve as a person. This shift in mindset from victimhood to growth can change your entire approach to life. Rather than seeing challenges as obstacles, you start to see them as the path to self-improvement. Part 4. Practical tips for embracing opportunities and pain. Okay,
Let's get practical.
how can we start applying this Stoic wisdom in our own lives? How can we transform pain into opportunity just like the Stoics recommend? Accept the pain. The first step is accepting that pain is a part of life. Stop fighting it. Acknowledge your feelings without judgment. This is a crucial part of healing. It's okay to feel sad, frustrated, or angry. These emotions are a natural response to loss. The key is to not get stuck in them. Reframe the situation. After accepting the pain, reframe the situation. What can you learn from it? What lessons can you take from this experience? This will help shift your focus from loss to growth. Take action. Stoicism emphasizes that action is a key component of moving through difficulty. Don't just sit with the pain, use it as fuel to make changes in your life. Whether that's taking small steps to rebuild your career or reaching out to friends and family for support, action helps you reclaim control over the situation. Practice. Gratitude. In the midst of pain, it can be hard to see the positives. But even in tough times, there is always something to be grateful for. What you have, for the lessons you've learned, and for the growth you're experiencing. So, the next time life throws you a curveball, remember this: when one door closes, another opens. Life is full of challenges, but those challenges can be the stepping stones to something greater if you allow them to be. The Stoics teach us that growth comes from adversity. The difficulties we face are not there to break us. They're there to build us. If you embrace that mindset, you'll find that even the most painful experiences have the potential to bring about your greatest growth. If this video resonated with you, I encourage you to like, subscribe, and comment below. What is one pain or setback in your life that you've turned into an opportunity? How did you use that experience to grow stronger? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thank you for watching. And remember, life's challenges are not obstacles, but opportunities in disguise.